Hello, you're watching Afternoon Live. I'm Ben Brown. Today at 4, President Trump's former National Security Advisor, Michael Flynn, arrives in court after being charged with lying to FBI agents over alleged Russian meddling in the 2016 US election. Friends of the Cabinet Minister Damon Green rally round him after new claims he had pornography on his parliamentary computer. He has again denied it.
I've maintained all along, I still maintain it is the truth, that I didn't download or look at pornography on my computer, but obviously while the investigation is going on, I can't say any more.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are greeted by cheering crowds in Nottingham. They're making their first official visit since announcing their engagements. And coming up on Afternoon Live, all the very latest sport. And Hugh, we've just had the World Cup draw. Who's England got?
Yes, Ben, good afternoon to you. It's been a long time coming, but now we know England are drawn in a group with Belgium, Tunisia and Panama for the World Cup next summer in Russia. Much more reaction to what's just happened in the Kremlin coming up shortly.
All right, Hugh, and a look at the weather with Thomas. Meteorologically, it's the first day of winter.
That's right, and the irony is that the current cold snap is coming to an end, so we can say goodbye to the snow and hello to slightly milder weather over the next few days.
All right, Thomas, many thanks indeed. Also coming up here this afternoon, Tesla has turned on the world's biggest lithium-ion battery in South Australia. It's designed to store energy generated by renewable sources. We'll be analysing that for you this afternoon.
Good morning or good afternoon, whatever you have. The first question to you is, can you hear me? Just type in the chat section if you can hear me. Please, just show me somehow that you can hear me, that you can understand what is going on. Hello everybody, can you hear me? Please type in the chat window. Yeah, very good, excellent. So, what is going on today? So only 2 people. So 4 people. Okay, good. So what we usually have here on Fridays, we usually have the class for speaking, for conversation, and in order to have this conversation, we need to make a Skype call. So those people who are eager to make a conversation, to talk with me, and this is very important for you, you know, when you are getting prepared for your Russian national exam. So please give me your Skype name and I will make you a call. So please write down your Skype name. Yeah, if something is going on wrong with something that you can hear in a bad way, you can restart your browser. I think that this will help. Okay, please send your email, send your Skype name. Okay. As I can understand, Andrei, can you send me your Skype name? I don't remember. Yeah, I think that I can give you a call. Okay. Well, Andrei, I cannot call you, and I have no idea why. So then, searching for, okay, hello, and again, you can listen to what is going on. So, only bad sounds from your Skype, so I have to disconnect. Sorry about that, but that's the same problem which we had previously with you. Sorry about that. You remember that it was possible for you to give me a call yourself. If you do not have Skype, then I don't know what you're going to do, because we usually talk here. So please give me your Skype names. Okay, only 2 people have Skypes, right? But this is a conversational English class. So I have a question. The first question to you is, okay, I will try over again. Hello? Hello?
Hello, can you?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you fine. So how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. And how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Have you listened to the latest news from the BBC World Service?
And no, I opened the webinar 1 week ago.
And?
I don't see BBC News.
Alright, so let me just connect with Lisa. So, anybody else, please give me your Skype names, and we will make a conversation which is very necessary for you to get prepared for the Russian national exam. So anybody, please. All right. Hello.
Hi, I can hear you.
Good, excellent. How are you doing?
I'm well. Today I had a rather hard day. But sometimes I have some problems. That's okay.
Alright, so Diana, I'm trying to connect you, to add you to my contacts, and I'm sending you a friend request. So when you join us, we can start conversation with you. So Lisa, have you listened to the latest news from the BBC World Service? Okay. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, I'm so sorry. Couldn't you say one more time, please?
All right, and just hold on. I will I will add Diana to our conversation. Okay, just hold on. So you were saying, no, that's not correct. Yeah. So Diana, can you hear us?
Okay.
Good, excellent. So please tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How old are you?
Yeah.
Hello? Can you say that again? Well, the connection is pretty poor with you, and I wouldn't say that I can hear what you're saying. And again, who join us, please give me your Skype name, and I will I will add you to our conversation. All right, so Lisa, my question was about have you listened to the BBC World Service News?
I'm sorry, but no. I didn't listen because I came here about 2 or 3 minutes ago. I'm so sorry.
Okay, now I would like to ask you about the latest news. What new happened to you in your life? What is new?
You know, I have many news because yesterday I went to the Olympiad and I have won the 3rd place there. This that Olympiad was about constitution of country and the person who knows the constitution of Russia.
Okay, good. Andrew, how about your news? Can you share what's new happened to you during the time when I haven't seen you? Okay. Andrew, are you with us?
I signed up for new classes in sport.
And what's that supposed to mean?
I signed up for box.
Boxing?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Good. And Diana, what about you? What new happened to you during this time? Hello, Diana, can you hear me?
Yes.
So please share with us a little bit about your news. Can you, what is that?
The best position.
You are preparing for what? Okay, I cannot hear not a single word from you, Diana. I'm so sorry about that. So anybody who wants to join us, so you can send us the Skype name, and I will try to make the connection with you, and we will start the conversation. So what I want you to do today is, first of all, I just want you to discuss a little bit the world news, but you see you didn't listen to the BBC World News. So what have you heard about the world news just generally? Have you somehow read or listened to some world news lately? Anybody, you can just feel free to talk. About the world news, what can you say about the world news? Have you heard about any world news lately. Okay, Andrew?
Yes?
I ask you a question, so please, will you be so kind to answer the question?
What's the question?
Well, Lisa, will you please answer the question?
I'm so sorry, but couldn't you repeat your question?
Diana.
Because conversation is rather bad.
I don't hear you.
So then you have to restart the browser, and you know that, and then you will hear me fine, because you know this is not for the first time when we join together. So okay, I can ask my question over again. Now what is going on? What about the latest news in the world? What world news have you heard lately? Can you share with us about the latest world news?
I know one Russian as the name. Many people know that. I'd like to think that Russia was the champion of football this year in this summer. Incorrect.
Okay, just listen to what you said.
Russia was the champion of football this year in this summer. Incorrect.
So what was that? Can you say that again?
Yes, I think that I know news about Russia, but they are not the latest news. I know that in this year, Russia will have the championship of football. In 15 can you hear now?
Go ahead. Are you with us, Lisa? Hello?
I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Here, I can hear you.
Please go ahead. Finish you were talking about the news. Just finish your sentence.
Okay. I finished the letter, but I think the conversation is not bad, so we will come to you. And so I can repeat. I think that the championship will be in summer, in 15 Russia. I wait for this.
Lisa, we do not.
Important for our country.
Lisa, we do not have the word championat in English.
I can't hear.
We do not have the word championat in English.
And how can I think it?
Well, I'm asking you. That's my question to you. That is why I do not understand what you're talking about.
No, we can competition.
Okay, Andrea, how about you? And again, the people who joined us, please share your Skype name with me, and you will join. I will add you to our conversation. This is a conversational class, and you have a chance to talk in English and to practice your English. Okay, Andrew, how about you? What world news have you heard lately? World news. Can you talk a little bit about the news in the world?
I don't watch TV and don't watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand, but still, can you think a little bit about what is going on in the world?
I can open Yandex News and see top news there.
Okay, if you want to, you can do that.
Yeah.
So please open up the search engine Yandex and read the news in English.
Okay. So it was last service explained this missile Mexico. Okay.
I don't understand. I didn't understand anything at all.
Well,
I do not speak. I do not understand Russian. I do not speak Russian.
Okay, and how I can translate?
You are asking me? Are you asking me?
Yes.
And I'm asking you. This is your job to translate from Russian into English. Please.
In the best service explained Kirill Maslenkova disease.
And what is that?
Okay.
Lisa, do you understand what he's saying?
No, I can't understand. I'm sorry.
So, Andrew, you see, it's not only me that I'm not the only person who doesn't understand you. Other people also do not understand what you're saying.
Sorry, it was a bad idea.
A bad idea about what?
Open Yandex News and translate it.
Alright, so let's think that we talked about the latest news, and what I can say to you is that in Moscow just finished the draw for the football championship, which will be held in Russia in the year 2018, and Russia is in Group A, and Great Britain is in Group D, I think, together with Tunisia, and I don't remember all of other countries. So this is the latest news. Okay, the next question which I want you to talk about today is about telling stories. So I would like you to tell a couple of stories, and it can be the movies, it can be the books, it can be any kinds of stories. And let me just give you a general idea, and you will understand what we are going to talk about. So, I will read you the so-called summary of the movie or synopsis, and you will guess the name, the title of the movie. So when 11-year-old boy learns that he has magical powers, he soon finds himself enrolled at a special school for young witches and wizards. Along with his...
I know this too.
Okay, so can I finish reading?
No, person, sorry.
Along with his new friends, this boy must do battle with the evil lord, a dark wizard who killed the boy's parents and is plotting to regain his former powers. So what is the name of the movie?
Harry Potter.
Andrew, what did you say?
I don't.
You don't know? And Lisa?
I know, and okay.
Uh-huh.
I don't hear you, sorry.
Well,
Don't hear you.
as I said, you can restart your browser because you know, I have another computer and I monitor my speech, and I can hear my own speech fine. So that means that the problem is not on my end. The problem is on your end. So you can.
I hear you, but I don't hear Lisa.
Well, so what do you want me to do?
I don't know.
So
I try to eliminate it.
Eliminate what?
This problem.
So have you heard the story which I read?
Answer.
Andrew, have you heard the story which I read?
I don't know the story.
Okay, but Lisa said that this is the story of Harry Potter.
Okay.
Do you know the story of Harry Potter?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So I will read you another story, and I also want you to guess the title of this movie. So in an ancient world of sorcerers and ogres, a timid hobbit undertakes a perilous mission. Under the guidance of the wizard, this hobbit and his companions must return a powerful ring to the fires in which it was forged before it falls into the hands of the Dark Lord. So, what is the name of this movie?
And I understood it is the movie Urok or Vedet.
Okay.
I read the book about it.
Okay, excellent. Good. So, now I think that you understand what I want to hear from you. So, I want you to tell me a story, if you please. And this story can be about the movie which you watched, or the book which you read, or just the story which you heard somewhere. Okay? So, who will start? Yeah, sure.
Okay. William.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So I'd like to tell you about my favorite book, Clockwork Orange.
Okay.
This book is about one boy. He's about 17 or 16 years old, and he is pickpocket and criminal. Instead of he is rather young. You know, I like this character because he is rather strong, independent, and he like he wants. He always says, my life, my rules, and I just do whatever I want. But he was caught by police, and he went to prison jail. He was there about 2 or 3 years. Then he moved about one company which experiment on people, and he decided to take part in this experiment. After this, it was also a very careful experiment, but after this, he went from the jail and he continued his life. He became a criminal again. That's all. But you know, in fact, the story is unusual, and the point is maybe I like it very, very much. Also, I like The Lecture and Mother by Mikhail Bulgakov, and many other books. I love reading. I love stories.
Yeah, I understand. So, my question is, why do you like the Clockwork Orange book?
I like not all books. I like only the main character. And I like to be a little this thing. I like to be like him. Because, as I said, he is very independent, strong, teenager, who do many unbelievable, sometimes cruel and unruly.
So, you know that if we just have a look at this main character, so...
Okay. You know, there are also a film on this book.
I know.
And I like it. I watched this film and I liked it.
And why do you like it?
Yeah,
why do you like it?
because I like this book. And this film was very like on film, on book. So that's why I like it.
Well, actually, as you said that this book is about a criminal. So do you like criminals?
I can't say that I like it. I like them. No. But no other. Maybe yes. Because my life is rather quiet. I'm a very good girl, as all my parents, friends, and teachers think. But I'd like to have some criminal in my life, and maybe something unbelievable.
So you see, this is the very beginning of the book and of the movie, and you can see that together with his drugs, they call them in Russian names three drugs. The main hero, so he hits with a stick one of the hobos, a homeless person under the bridge. So is it a good behavior?
I don't think so. I don't think that it is behavior, but sometimes we should have the same situations and actions in our lives.
Okay. Andrew, can you tell us your story?
What story?
What is that?
Especially long story.
Andrew, I asked you to tell us the story which you read in some book, or which you watched in some movie, or which you just heard, any kind of story. And I gave you an example. Those were two stories which I read. One was about Harry Potter, and another was about the Lord of the Rings. So please tell us a story.
Okay, I never read vocabulary, but I tried.
Please.
My last book is Arthur Conan Doyle, basketball book.
Hound of Baskerville?
Yes.
Okay.
In this book, which is detective, I like it and try to I can recall it.
Yes, please.
Okay, I try.
Hello?
Sorry, I don't know how to tell it in English.
So did you read it in Russian?
Yes, I read it in Russian.
But just tell us the story.
In Russian?
No, of course in English.
I can tell vocabulary. I can tell vocabulary. I don't know many words.
But just what, any words will work for us. Just tell us a story. We will really appreciate that.
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
Okay, and then the next part of our today's class is we will talk about pictures. So that's the first picture which I want you to describe. So just you can think a little bit, and then I will describe it. What is that? So you can start. When you're ready, you can start. And what is that? What is going on? I don't understand because the sound is interrupting. So who will start describing the picture? Yes, please, sure.
Okay, as I know, this picture is, this picture was called the Mona Lisa and also Gioconda. This was drawn by Leonardo da Vinci. It was done in about 16th century. As we can see at the bottom, there are one nice woman who sits in the front of the picture, and And the back side, we can see the paysages. Paysages of river, forest, homes, and so on.
And what is that? What is that? Paysages. What is that?
Landscape.
Yeah, sure. Landscape. Background. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. And now this picture is situated in Urok. This picture has many copies and reproductions, but of course they are not so important and interesting like the original. Because Vladimir is rather unrepeatable. There are many legends about this picture. The legends can be very strange and sometimes fearful, and sometimes they are rather good. I know some legends about this picture. Many people say that when they were in Uber and were seeing this picture, after that they had headache and way better sleeping and sometimes trouble dreams.
Okay, good.
But I think this picture is really nice and drawer. 1 minute.
And what is a drawer?
Drawer is artist. Artist drew it in many interesting colors, and this woman, she looks so. I think that it's really interesting and really popular picture in our society nowadays.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Will you please add a little bit about this picture? Can you talk a little bit about the picture?
Okay, I try. It is Mona Lisa. Is artist by Leonardo da Vinci, and it is at 16th century.
Okay.
So I don't know stories about this picture.
Okay, good, excellent. So then I will show you another picture. Okay. Okay. Now. Please talk a little bit about this one. You can think it over. You can just, that before the exam, during the exam, before your answer, you will have a minute and a half to think it over. So, please, you can take your time and to think over what you're going to say. Alright, if you're ready, just start talking.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Firstly, I'd like to say that this picture is rather colorful and interesting, but I don't know who's the author, who's the artist of this picture, and I don't know the name of it. it is written above. It is written also in the title.
Yeah, sure, of course, it's here. Yeah, that's correct.
I can't see. I'm sorry. Picture. Hunters in the snow.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Okay, go ahead. Please talk.
Okay. Okay, now the order of the hunters in the snow is Peter Vedder. Today this picture is situated in the Museum of History of Art. I can see that this picture is full of many details like lake, hunters, hunter dogs, trees, and mountains in the snow. I don't know the history of this picture, but I can see that we didn't order want to introduce to us the hunter's life, maybe, and maybe he wrote this picture when he was there at that place, and also the colors of landscape are very I can't say colorful 1 minute. They are rather saturated. Also, I can see the photo. If you hilarious and people who stay at the ice. Maybe they stay there or play any games, and you can understand hunters with their dogs are coming to hunt. There you go. I like this picture.
Yeah.
It is very interesting.
Okay, Andrew, how about you? Can you say something about the picture?
It is the picture is called Hunters in the Snow. It is arted by Peter Bradel the Elder. I can see in picture the people that and they are hunting.
Okay, is that all?
I don't know, but I think they are hunting.
All right. So very good. And before we compare these two pictures, and you remember that first of all you will have to think of one name for both pictures, and that means what is similar in these pictures, and then you will tell what is different in these pictures and which picture you like and why you like it. Before that, I just want to remind you how you are supposed to talk about the pictures. Well, when you talked about Mona Lisa, you mentioned that this picture was painted in the 16th century. That was a very good observation. So keep in mind that you always have to say when was it painted, or about the character when everything is going on in the picture. So that's one of the questions which is absolutely necessary for you to answer when you describe the picture, when it happened or when it was painted. So another question is who is painted, who is this in the picture? And like you said, Mona Lisa is in the picture, and that's very good that you know. So, but then do not forget that you are also supposed to answer about the question, which country was this picture painted, or everything that is going on in the picture, where, in which country it is going on. So, if you think about Mona Lisa, which country is that?
Italy.
Italy, yeah, I think Italy. I'm not sure, but it should be Italy. And yes, what? In Paris, in Louvre, yeah, in Louvre in Paris, it is kept. It is kept in the Museum of Louvre in Paris. Okay, very good. So, how about this picture? The first question is, when was it painted?
I think it is painted.
Well, this is the country. Yeah, probably you're right. This is the Netherlands, probably. But I'm asking about the time which is represented in the picture. Is it our days?
No, this picture was drawn in 16th century.
Okay, and how do you know that? Yeah, my question was, can you think that this everything which is going on in the picture is happening in our days? Is it possible?
No, it's impossible.
And why is it impossible?
Because this picture was done 400 years ago.
Yeah, if you look at the picture, what tells you that this is not going on in our days?
We can say it if we will see on the clothes of countries and of their houses.
Okay, very good, excellent. So, when you describe a picture during your exam, do not forget that a very good idea will be to describe the clothes, and that probably will tell you about the time. So, Andrew, what do you think? How can we understand that this is not going on in our days?
Because in our days, the hunters don't hunt by 1 second.
Okay. And
we don't hunt by spears.
Yeah, right. That's a very good observation. Spears, this is a weapon which they're holding in their arms. Yeah, I agree. Very good. So now you know that you will have to when you do your description, or when you describe the picture, you will have to say about the time when the picture was painted, and like you said, probably about the clothes, and probably about what they are doing. And do not forget that when you describe a picture, you will have to use the present continuous. Like Mona Lisa is sitting. We do not say she sits. We say she is sitting. When we describe the picture, we use present continuous. Okay, so right now you will have what you will have to do is you will have to give one name for both pictures. So that means that you will tell what is similar between these two pictures. Then you have to say what is different, and then which picture you personally like, and why is that? Okay.
I think that similarity of these two consists in the fact that at the both pictures we can see people and nice landscape.
Okay, good. So what is one name for two pictures? How would you call these both pictures? What do these two pictures show? What is common? What is common?
The life of people from different. 1 minute. People from different areas of society.
Maybe. But how about the name? What is one name for both pictures?
I'm not sure, but maybe it is portrait.
Well, probably Mona Lisa is a portrait. How about Peter Bruegel, Hunters in the Snow? Is it a portrait? Like you said, this is a landscape mostly. There are some people, right, but I wouldn't say that this is a portrait. Okay, Andrew, what do you think? What is common between these two pictures? Can you give one name for this for both pictures?
At Argent in the 16th century. I don't know.
Yeah, and you mean that both pictures were painted in the 16th century? Do you mean that?
Yes, but I don't give one name for these pictures because they're different.
Yeah, I understand, but you see, this is the exam task. During the exam, you will be supposed to give one name for two pictures. The meaning is you have to say what is common between them, what is similar, what is common between these two pictures. So, and as you said, for me, that's an excellent answer when you say that both two pictures were painted in the same century, in the 16th century. But just if you go a little bit further on, you can say that these two pictures, they show life, and like Lisa said, of different layers or stratas, we say, of people in the 16th century. So these two pictures show life of different stratas of people in the 16th century. So this is common, as I can understand. And now the next question is, what is different? Okay, Lisa, what is different?
Okay, the pictures are different in a number of ways. The obvious difference is that on the left photo we can see a few people, but on the right photo only one person. And as we can understand at the first photo, all people are men, but on the other hand, in the right photo we can see women.
Okay, good.
And in our work, I would like to say about the landscape.
Yes, sure.
Okay, on the left photo, the landscape isn't so powerful as on the right, because as we understand, the landscape on the left photo is about the winter. We can see snow, ice, mountains,
Right.
And bare trees.
Right.
But on the right photo, we can see the summer picture, the summer atmosphere, because all trees are green, the water isn't like ice, and all landscape is summerful. It's colors of summer.
Okay. Andrew, what can you say?
Say about what?
All right. As we said, one name for these two pictures is that these two pictures represent or show people from different layers, from different stratas of the society, but in the same century, in the 16th century. So what is common between these two pictures is that they show the life of people in the 16th century. Right now, please tell us what is different about these two pictures.
In both pictures, there are many people and many dogs. And two pictures, it is one second. It is a landscape.
Mm-hmm.
And first picture is a portrait.
Okay. All right.
And they are what?
All right, go ahead.
Okay. In the first picture, the people are hunting, and in the second picture, Mona Lisa is posing.
Okay, yeah, he's doing nothing. All right, good. And so the last question for today is which picture you prefer and why is that? Which picture you like more, you like better, and why you like this picture better?
I like more the first picture, hunters in the snow, because I don't like portraits, and I like paysages, and it is broad, very good.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Lisa, how about you?
Okay. I prefer the right photo, the picture of Mona Lisa, because I like portraits, and most of all, I like this picture. This picture is my favorite, and now it's very famous. And also, I myself would like to take the same picture.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to talk with you as always. And, you know, the last part which I wanted to do, but we are out of time. I just wanted to read the stories of Mona Lisa and the story of Hunters in the Snow from Wikipedia, because you know that you usually have to read during the national exam. But we are out of time, and so I think that it is possible for you to read these stories by yourself. So this is, just hold on, this is the story about the hunters in the snow. And just hold on, I think, yeah. This is the story of Mona Lisa. So you can, if you want to, you can read these stories by yourself and learn the story of these 2 pictures if you just want to know how to describe the pictures in a very good way. Because, for example, just giving you an example, the painting, just have a look here, the painting shows a wintry scene in which 3 hunters are returning from an expedition accompanied by their dogs. By appearances, their outing, their hunting was not successful. The hunting appeared to trudge wearily, so they walk wearily, and the dogs appear downtrodden and miserable. One man carries a meager corpse of a fox, illustrating the paucity of the hunt. The meaning is that they didn't hunt a lot, and in front of the hunters in snow are the footprints of a rabbit or a hare, and so on. So you can see the description given in a professional way, and this description will teach you a lot how to describe pictures. All right, good, and thank you so much for attending the class. And do you have any questions?
No, I haven't.
Okay, if you do not have any questions, so that's it for today, and have a very good weekend, and hopefully I will see you the next class.
Okay, thanks so much too. Bye bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.